So you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. Activision have actually done the unthinkable. I am actually shocked. Today's video we're going to talk about the Season 1 delay for Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. Now if you do enjoy the video at any portion, please don't forget to drop a like, and if you are new here, consider subscribing with the notification bell clicked so you get my Call of Duty videos as soon as they are published. So this is the first time that Activision has delayed a major part of Call of Duty, and this has really got my attention because me personally, after playing the alpha and the beta of Black Ops Cold War, I really believed the game wasn't going to be ready and it needed to be delayed. However, we all know that's something that Activision just wasn't going to do. Call of Duty is a massive cash cow for them. We have seen a few years now, there's been this little trend that we've had the alpha, the beta, we've had an opportunity to give feedback, and it's almost been made out as if, oh yeah, we're going to sort the game out for you guys before it comes out. We pay our money, the game comes out, and it's almost like you've been manipulated because you realise the game's in the same state it was and they're just slowly fixing it week by week, month by month. This is similar to buying a PlayStation 5 or the new Xbox and then being told, we'll give you the control pad and the processor and the fan, and the electrical cable to power it at a later date. But give us your money now and we'll update you when we've decided to fix those issues for you. It's a ridiculous business practice and it's one that needs to cease. A lot of people would say, well, vote with your wallet then, don't buy the game. Yes, that is true, but it is hard when you've been demonstrated a portion of the game and led to believe that this game will be finished. I mean, what does it do? It grips you. It's like an advert. You play the game and think to yourself, yeah, it needs work, but I like it. So I'll pre-purchase it now, because on the PlayStation Store, you have to pay the full money. That's how they get their marketing money to market the game more. And if you do notice, the marketing was quite terrible this year. So maybe they didn't get as much money. 16% less sales in the UK. I know we're a smaller demographic, but that's never happened with Call of Duty. It's the first time it wasn't the most sold game in the UK in 13 years. Over a decade, and the sales figures, I can't find them for the rest of the world, so maybe they're not out yet, or maybe Activision are suppressing them. So what are we going to get for our money? Well, it seems as if we're still going to get bad development and dirty business practices from Activision, because we used to get 16 maps. Now they've changed the model, and yes, supply drops have been tossed out the window, which really made us happy, but you've got to buy a season pass to get what are essentially free maps in their description, but they're not free maps, are they? Because we keep getting remakes. We're going to get Raid, which I am actually happy about. I'll make sure that's known, but it is still a remade map. It's not brand new, so we are paying for something that we've already paid for previously. Then, on top of that, not only are the maps half what we used to get, and we're going to get the rest in the Battle Pass, so we're being charged for maps we should have in the game in the first place. On top of that, now score streaks are being hidden behind a paywall in reality, because we're now going to get score streaks in Call of Duty after the release. Now, if this does not scream to you that this game was never going to be ready, then I don't know what it says to you, because it's clear up until this day today, we have been playing a continued beta of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. They are genuinely trying to pass off content that should have been in the game in the first place and marketing it as if it's coming with the Battle Pass. It's just downright stupid. It really is. Now, I need to make it very clear my stance on this game. There is something about this game that I genuinely enjoy, and I feel like this is why I've got such a gripe with it this time. It feels reminiscent of an old Call of Duty, when skill-based matchmaking isn't in full effect, and when I play a map that has got a bit more flow than the ones like Miami and Checkmate. I mean, Moscow is not the best map in the world, but it's the more playable one. And I genuinely believe if they actually start developing some maps that aren't porous on purpose, so the lesser player can get a couple of kills, and we go back to the traditional maps we expect from Treyarch, we will actually have a really good game. Bar SBMM, I have to put that in there. That's always a disclaimer now. We would have a really good game, and there's a lot of people that actually feel the same way about this, so I don't understand why Activision are being so stubborn and just don't tone it down. Yes, I know the argument is that they make a hell of a lot of money off introducing new players into the game, but new players always join this game. It's the biggest, one of the biggest games in the world. They will always have players. My issue with Activision is most developers, like let's look at Cyberpunk. They've come out this week. Everybody is dying for the release of this game. They've come out and said, with a heavy heart, we want the best product for you, the consumer, so we have to delay this game. That's not something Activision knows how to do. They don't know how to give the best for their gamers. I mean, look, we've currently got a situation where the game is actually bricking consoles because it hasn't been play tested, quality assured properly, where it's not going to do stuff like this, especially when people have literally just fought to get these consoles, searched over and over again on different places to try and get one. Some people have even paid over the odds to try and get the new Xbox, the new PlayStation 5, only for Call of Duty to end up bricking their console and then being inconvenienced by having to send it off for a replacement. That should not be happening in a AAA title. Most gaming companies, when I was growing up, it was all about the product and not the business model. The game was the business model. The game was the advertisement. The game was the product that got people's attention, and that's what they brought it for, because it was a quality top tier thing. And this was when you couldn't just download a patch to fix games. GoldenEye, one of my favorite games of all time, it was on a cartridge. You put it in and you played the game. It was tested properly, and we've heard about the treatment of the quality assurance testers as well. So this just seems to me like Call of Duty's finally starting to collapse, and Activision hopefully are starting to see that they can't do this. Maybe it's time for Call of Duty to stop releasing year upon year, and maybe it's time for Activision to start thinking of a new business model, because currently it seems that they can't even deal with the one that they've currently got. I mean, we used to get a good Call of Duty in a 2-year development cycle, and now they're getting 3 years. We've had a bad Call of Duty. We've had a 2-year development again because they can't get their ship together. And the only people that get penalized in the end are us, the consumer, because we get stung believing that things are going to get better when they only seem to get worse. I'm not really sure who's calling all these shots and making all of these bad decisions, but I personally believe it's the CEO, which is Bobby Kotick. And I just have the feeling that he's got a very outdated view. This guy's obviously been around for a long time. He's a businessman first, but a gamer. Well, I don't even know if he's a gamer at second. I don't even know if this guy plays games. It doesn't look like he does. And for that reason, I don't feel like he's got a genuine understanding of the demographic of people that he's trying to lead this franchise for. And maybe it's time to find somebody who actually really has a passion for Call of Duty, and maybe things would be better dealt with in the end for us, the consumer. Because at the end of the day, without the consumer, there isn't a business, is there? Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they took your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.